Hello, it's Miss Amy, and this month, remember, we are talking about joy, the fruit of the Spirit, joy. And so I thought it'd be important that we talk a little bit about what joy is. And you might say, well, that's easy. Joy is just being happy. But you know, when you are God's child, you can have joy even when things aren't going that well or aren't going the way you wanted them to go. And that's because joy, we have that because we know God and that He's always with us and that He's helping us. That gives us joy. And a nice way to think about a way to have joy is to think about putting Jesus first, others second, and yourself last. And you can see that the first letters spell J-O-Y, joy. And when you first read that, you might think, now why would I want to put myself last? That wouldn't give me joy. But let's think about that first. Putting Jesus first in our lives, we need to think about, what does Jesus want? And how do we know what Jesus wants? The Bible, right? So if we look in the Bible and we follow what the Bible says, we're going to be putting Jesus first. And that is going to make us have joy if we are a follower of Jesus. And then others second. So after we've thought about Jesus and doing what He wants, then we need to think about others. So maybe there's one piece of cake left and you want it, but you give it to your brother or sister. That's putting others first. And you might think, well, how could I have joy if I didn't get the cake? Well, you have joy because you've made the other person feel good and you've pleased Jesus by doing that. So thinking of ways to put others before yourself. The Bible talks about that. And then yourself last. That comes right along with that. So you think about, what does Jesus want? And then you think about ways that you can make other people happy or help other people. Put other people before yourself. Maybe you and your brother or sister are fighting over who's going to get to watch the TV show that you want to watch, and they want to watch something else, and you decide you're going to put them first. You say, we'll watch what you want to watch. That's putting others before yourself and putting yourself last, and that will give you joy. You might not get to watch what you want, but you know you're pleasing God, and that gives you joy. And so remember this, and try to practice this week. Jesus first, others second, yourself last, and see if you don't have joy.